you'd get Asian Andy, you'd get there was Mexican, Asian. I think there was like a fucking I think there was a gay Andy at one point. I can't remember, but there was some. Everyone had their own little slot of qualifier adjective Andy,
Mm-hmm.
and so how that goes to Twitch now is that you have people who are like 10K viewer Andys, or people who think they're all hot shit, but they only have 10K viewers, which is a lot for Twitch, but it's not as big as they think they're the big boys. They think they're the top 1%, when really you're like upper middle class. You know what I mean?
And this is Twitch culture, basically.
Yeah, there's a lot of different shit. So this guy that I was talking to is a zero viewer Andy. Really good guy, very humble guy. Like really, like he like me. I met him because I didn't meet him, right, but I discovered this dude while I was rating I was rating streams
Mm-hmm.
with some buddies of mine who play Smash. Jakey was one of them. I don't know where he went. Where did he say he was going somewhere?
Jakey said he'd be back in about 15 minutes, and I can't wait till he gets back
Oh,
because
okay.
Jakey's a fucking riot.
Yeah, yeah. Also, the 15 minutes equals like 45 minutes for Jakey.
Yes, that's internet
So
time.
that, yes. um, uh fucking so yeah, I discovered this guy while rating it with Jakey here, and this guy was named like Berserker thing. He was supposed to go live at like 7 today, but he didn't because he was like experiencing some like exhaustion from work or whatever. And he's like, you can tell that he's a really honest guy. He hasn't been swallowed by the Twitch machine yet. He was a nice little cherub, and he was like a spring chicken. He was fresh on the scene. I found him when his stream was literally like on like the I'm starting soon screen, like the B, like the before card, and literally zero viewers. Not a single viewer was there. I was there, however, and I was trying to bring some fucking light into this guy's life, and so we played Smash with him for a while. He started getting a lot of viewers. Eventually, he gets rated, and the guy was really interesting. And this is all to say that I feel like it would be easier if you're like a bigger dude who's like known, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
maybe not IcePoesiden level, because then you get a bunch of trolls. But I mean like mid-level, like mid-tier streamer, you would get a lot of interesting people to like be on like calls. You know what I mean?
Yo, yeah.
Especially if it's open, right? What I
Yep.
like to imagine is that I had this idea for a show. Like, obviously, like, there's no way I'd be able to do it because I'm not like huge on Twitch, right? But it was called Twitch Mutuals,
Oh yeah, you
and
told me about this. I remember.
yeah, yeah, and it was like if you're a mutual of mine on Twitter, that's basically your key into the show,
Mm-hmm.
and I feel like this would be really big. Or at least it could be. It would probably go up in flames somehow because some guy fucks it up. But like,
Like
uh,
me, I have the biggest chance of fucking it up with all the shit I've said in the past.
that's why I would like honestly, I would keep a journal of shit that I know I would say just to like avoid saying it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like I have like notepads of like shit that I like. Sometimes I have like random thoughts and I just want to blurt them out, and um, but I don't because I know like, hey, this either isn't the place for it, or I'm just thinking it to myself and I'm
People
just
on
like, no
Twitter
one
are
else is doing
watching
it.
too. You know, you
You
don't
know?
want the you don't want the yikes crowd getting at you, do you?
Yeah, yeah. Oh, yikes, Mister. That kind of dumb fucking shit, right? And so, what, uh, well, I keep like that little thing, and I just keep that like sort of in the back of my mind, just like, yeah, don't like go about this shit because no one fucking cares.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Well,
and I
I
feel
I
like,
make it a rule not to like say, and I make it a rule not to open the envelope too much, but just enough to keep people listening.
yeah, yeah. I like because originally I was gonna. I know one thing that I just love doing is like little dumb fucking bits here. I have this packet of fucking devil dogs right next to me that I was gonna use as a fucking eating bit, but that just goes in fucking over there.
No, it's
Uh,
okay. No, you've actually brought some light into this podcast. I was bombing for the first few minutes there. I'm getting better at like talking by myself, but honestly, it's like you were saying. Like I think I know a lot of interesting people. I
Mhm.
think like a majority of this people know on this Discord are aware of the people I'm aware of.
Yeah,
I
you do make people aware of that.
I do.
Uh,
I make people aware of the weird people I fucking know.
'Cause, I know for a fact that uh like you know someone who knows an interesting person.
Yes.
Those people know 10 people who know interesting people. I know that there's like
Uh-huh.
great potential in that, and I know that there's a lot of potential in getting
Like
people on to share their stories
mhm.
and just life experiences, just talking about whatever the fuck. That's why I would feel like Twitch mutuals
Mhm.
would be very successful because that would have to imply that you both know that, like, hey, we know what each other's about.
Mhm.
We know that we follow each other. And so it would, because, like, obviously, that's why I feel like it would be better if you're like somewhat mid tier because you would not have the trolls who like try and like follow you back and like just try to fuck with your shit, but you'd have like people who like are interested in like you as a person, and you wouldn't be following so many people that could like fuck with you because you would just like be the small internet presence. And you,
That's what I hope to be. Just a small internet presence that gets like at the bare minimum like 200 views a podcast episode. I don't want to be too big. Getting too big means you get involved in this like weird like hodgepodge of like individuals who want to ally with you, who either want to like listen to everything, take everything you say way too seriously, or at the same time they oh wait, hold on a minute. Let me rewind a bit. Just a small internet presence that gets
like you like the leaks, you know what I mean? The fucking like you get access to the spirit cooking,
uh
fucking
huh.
you get access to the rituals in fucking Idaho.
And then speaking of Ice Poseidon, I think I remember. Did he end up swatting somebody or like doxing somebody?
Oh, I'm sure he did. He's done a lot of fucking
Because
shit. But
I remember reading something about him sending a SWAT team to like a black Twitch streamer girl's house, and like it was she was some kind of
I
little
go
kid,
with that.
huh?
I'll give it for as much shit as I give like big Twitch streamers because I think they're all scumbags.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I will say I don't remember that happening.
Okay.
It could have very well happened, but I will reserve judgment for until I hear about that because I've heard a lot about his story and how like all the fuck ups he's done
And he's
because
from
he's just
Florida, which is
stupid.
no surprise to me.
Oh, he is.
He's from Florida. I'm pretty sure he's from Florida. And when I read
Oh,
that, I'm like, of course he's from fucking Florida. He looks
that
like
would be
exactly the
so,
type of people from Florida.
that would be so poetic because fucking I just figured he was like a SoCal fucking socialite little fucking loser dude.
Mm-hmm.
But then I if he is from Florida and that's true, I would be like, of course, of course he
Well,
is.
he currently lives in Texas, and it's like, oh my god, he's a Libra. Of course he's a Libra. Holy shit,
He's a Libra. Wow.
he's not just from Florida. He's from my fucking county. What the
Oh,
fuck?
fucking damn! You're amongst the royalty.
I like fucking Ariana Grande is actually from my area. She's 30 minutes away from my area. Well, no, she grew up 30 minutes away from my area. Um, because like she's from I guess I'm doxing myself here. She's from Boca Raton, which is where I went to high school.
Oh,
You see, Boca Raton's like pretty far away from me. Not too far away, but like I went to high school there, and there because of some weird zoning law. Normally, I would be going to high school in my own city, but because of the zoning laws in Florida, I had to go to a city that was like an hour away by drive, and would require me to wake up around 3 or 4 a.m. every single fucking day for about 4 years,
mm.
which is probably the result of of many of my narcolepsy issues and or my insomnia or whatever. I was actually kicked out of my first high school
Oh,
for being
damn.
autistic. Yeah. Basically, I went to like a one of those high schools that were filled with like rich entitled kids. I mean, I knew I was standing out when I was coming home in like I was coming to school in like hand-me-down khakis, while everybody
Mhm.
else was coming in like Abercrombie and Finch and Gucci and like H&M
Jesus.
shopping bags and shit like that.
Yeah,
Ha-
get a pair of cargo shorts for
yeah.
God.
Oh no, no, no. Our patron saint says cargo shorts are bad. Remember that.
But then again, what can you trust from that man's mouth? I
I
say
don't know.
nothing. Have you
I'm
seen his Twitter?
I'm staying off Twitter. I'm telling you, like you see the shit I've been posting today. I've
That's
every
the
like
real.
every time I'm on Twitter, I'm discovering a new subculture that scares the crap out of me, and it makes me stay away from it for a few days.
Yeah, that's why I'm like the only Twitter interactions I've had was with this like zero viewer Andy guy, and like obviously Marcus, right? But
Hmm.
uh this guy, he was talking about like, oh, I'm gonna like start a stream today, and I'm gonna stream some like Smash maybe, and I'm like, all right, sweet, gonna look forward to this. But then he canceled like an hour ago, and I was like, oh shit, like, damn it.
Poggers.
Holy
Oh,
shit, he's
yeah.
back. Has it been 15 minutes or 45? I lost count.
It's
It's
probably been
been
like,
it's only been 15. I left at 9:15.
okay, yeah, okay,
Okay.
Mister. Anyways, I was talking about the Berserk guy. Remember Berserk with Jiggy?
Remind me. Oh yeah. The streamer on. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he said he was gonna stream today, but he canceled, and I was like, ah, damn it, I was gonna fucking assemble.
You were gonna make like a weird assembly of this Discord server. See, I don't want to say the name of the Discord server because like I know
Uh,
nobody's watching, but at the same time, I don't want this place to be clouded up. You know what I
mhm.
mean?
I wait, you don't want you, you don't want any threat of the fucking the cloud reaping the dude, that'd be fucking hilarious
It
though.
would be. It would
Because
be.
you're
What if?
this is back to the Twitch mutuals thing I had. Because like I had this idea, right? So like let's say you're like a C tier streamer and like you know some people, but like your reach isn't like fucking like you're not Pokimane or Ninja, you know? Like in with respect to like how big you are, I would like start a Discord just like called Twitch Mutuals Discord, and it would be solely with the fact that you can join, you can verify the fact that you're a mutual of mine, and we can fucking do this shit. And it, like you know how we were in the private or in the chill hangouts before, where anybody can join. I would have that thing where I'm like, it would be a general voice chat, but then it would be like the verified mutual Discord chat, and where like you once you give the proof, then like hey, you're in, you're a mutual, you're given the little mutual role, and now you can join literally any time, like just during, you know.
I would like.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind like bringing just the craziest motherfuckers because I'm gonna tell you straight up to those who to the zero amount of viewers who are listening according to the stream information.
Mhm.
Like I personally know a black pillar. I know a whole community of black pillars and shit. I know black conservatives. You meet like a hodgepodge of people in Florida, so I wouldn't mind bringing anybody on. I don't give a shit, just as long as they don't say anything, you know, too controversial. You know what I mean? we don't want. I don't want to go into QAnon territory.
Mhm. Any black pillars in chat?
Any black pillar?
Any black pillars in
Can
chat?
we get a poggers in chat? Poggers in chat.
Oh, black poggers.
Black poggers. What?
The because
That's why we
I
need the
was always
janky pug. We get black pug.
I was always interested in like you know how some people like the fucking that Raj guy on Twitch, because like sometimes when you're watching his shows, you'll just get some random fucking like big streamer that pops in and it's just like, oh hey guys, and it's just like, oh hey, like wow, you're
Hey,
here,
it's
you
gonna
know?
be Carson.
And yeah, I really like that. I really like that idea of just having like a big streamer with a lot of reach, but not like, you know, not huge, right? Not too big, right? And he's just like, okay, I have this fucking open ass chat. Literally any content creator who's just bored and just watching, they can just join and just shoot the fucking shit, I guess, you know? Because I really fuck with that idea. That idea is really appealing to me.
I honestly wish Unwatcher was still here. He'd be a great addition to this shit. Legit.
my! No, he would not. He would derail the entire thing. There would be no conversation.
It would just be him doing a Patrick Warburton impression.
But that would be the benefit. Oh, we got our first commenter. 2 viewers. Hey, that's more than last time. Hello.
I was watching a lot of Devin Nash recently. Do you guys know who Devin Nash is?
Afraid not. See, I only gotten into Twitch during like the pandemic. Because that's what they want us to call it, the mask wearers. But no, I'm not aware of him.
Jakey, do you know who Devin Nash is?
I do not.
Dude, this guy's awesome. Like awesome, and he's had a blemish on his thing recently. Like nothing too bad, but he's made a video that I didn't like, and so he's kind of like had one little mark on his thing.
What does he do?
So Devin Nash is basically like this big industry guy, and he's not like big industry as in like big in Twitch. Like he's not like a big Twitch streamer. He's like fucking 1K viewer Andy. But this dude, he gives a lot of really good like Twitch streaming advice, and he talks to a lot of big Twitch streamers. He's talked to like fucking anyone from Amaranth to Alinity to like Pokimane.
Pokimane's the only name I know because like she's been in commercials and shit.
That said, but also he talks to all these people and he's just like, hey, so like, because he has like you should honestly look if there were, because I was watching this like just in case I like if there was ever a like inkling of like seriousness in wanting to become a streamer from me, I thought it would be like good just to watch his videos, just because like he has a lot of like actually amazing advice, because he goes into like the background of it all.
Mm-hmm.
He goes into like, okay, well, you're not only just because he talks about how Twitch is like inherently competitive, and
it is
how like best like to best optimize your like stream to get it from 0 to 100 concurrent viewers, and your concurrent viewership is like, you know, the viewers who always come back.
We will talk about Pokimane if we like, okay? And please do not unironically say waifu. Okay, go on, Prom. You should see the chat right now. You know what? I'll share the link.
Hey, chat, can I get a waifu in chat, please?
Can we get a waifu in chat?
Any waifus. But yeah, fucking. So I would, if you are serious about streaming,
mm-hmm.
I would.
Oh, crap baskets. What the fuck did I do? Oh shit! Oh my god, Sean was right. This ship's going down. Holy shit! Burn this motherfucker to the ground. I was trying to send a link in no mic and I accidentally clicked chill out. All right, go on, Prom.
But yeah. So as I was saying, if you ever have like a serious idea of like how you want to like stream seriously for any moment, oh hey Charles.
Who's here?
Then I would seriously recommend his videos, because he actually has all of his information is free. He doesn't hide it behind any paywalls. He's not trying to sell you something. He doesn't have like click here for my 12-step plan. He's just a dude who works for like some other marketing business, mm-hmm. who shares his like knowledge on like the industry stuff just for free on Twitch.
So he's like the complete opposite of like the majority of tutorial videos on YouTube. We try to teach you how to do shit. Like, what's up, YouTube? We're back here with another After Effects tutorial, and then they just go on a fucking 3-minute rant about their personal lives before actually getting the actual fucking. I just want to know how to like attach like text to somebody's fucking face. I don't care about your daughter's recital. You fuck. Hey, look, what's up, Charles? I just woke up.
Hey, I didn't know you were doing this already. I had to go for a bit, and my dad's birthday. So yeah.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Nice to bring you on. We've actually got. Yeah. This is the largest amount of viewers we've had in a while. 3 and 6 playbacks. I'm proud of myself.
Yeah, because
US, you're saying people are hearing right now.
People are actually watching and tapping in chat this time around. It's actually pretty interesting.
Well, that's interesting to say.
So how have you been, Charles?
I just drank a bottle. I just oh my god! Imagine if I drank a bottle of wine. That'd be crazy. I just drank
Ooh.
like a glass of wine. So yeah.
What? Okay, I thought you were about to say water, and I'm just like, what the fuck is water? Like, what is that?
Imagine if I drank a bottle of water.
What the fuck is
Oh my
water?
god, that'd be so fucking being hydrated. Am I right, boys?
Being hydrated. I've just got. Oh, hell, well, we've got a guest. Oh, great. She'd be fucking perfect as a guest. Legit. I've got a possible guest next time I do this, which might be soon. But, I'm just thinking about how Twitch was just this tiny little site that was finally a platform for streamers out there, but now it's become this weird hodgepodge of, like, rivalries and just, like, commercialization, and I just don't even know what it is anymore.
It's a company.
It's a company.
It's a company.
And it's like so many people have gotten famous off of there, but then again, YouTube made Tobuscus famous. He has actually been making videos recently. Which is...
Do you know why?
How come?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, go on.
No, go. You go.
I don't know. It's just so sad. He's only got like about 45,000 worth of views, and like I'm just scrolling back to his old videos. He's got videos in like the 50 millions. This guy used to make Hot Pocket commercials. Now he's at 45 fucking views.
Yeah, remember Tobuscus was in that Annoying Orange
He
TV
was.
show?
He was a main character. He was the only human.
I think we're like, it was at that moment I think it was around that moment I finally gave up on Cartoon Network. It was around the show. It was around the time that show aired that I finally decided, you know what? Maybe I'm getting too old for this shit.
Yeah, fucking true. I think I felt the first amount of what's it called, like dissociation with the platform of Cartoon Network when I saw like fucking as like the little cherub, and I'm seeing like, oh, Tobuscus talks with Annoying Orange, and then it's just like. It's literally just Tobuscus in an Annoying Orange like a video for like stretched out to like 20 minutes, and it's just like, oh, it makes me want to fucking throw up.
It's like the time that they gave Fred a TV show. They gave Fred 3. No, didn't he get like 3 theatrical TV movies?
Yes, trilogy.
Theatrical TV movies? That doesn't make sense.
Oh my god, did I just say theatrical TV movie?
Yeah.
Well, were they TV movies? I'm pretty sure.
No, they were TV movies, but they weren't theatrical.
No, they weren't. Oh, of course, the word theatrical won't mean anything by the time this shit's over, if it ever ends.
It's more prestigious to be a TV movie now than it is to be an actual movie.
Yeah, no, it's more prestigious to be a 10-hour TV movie than it is to be an actual movie, because that's what people watch nowadays.
Yeah.
Fucking. But
you getting tired already, my boy?
I have been going to sleep at way earlier times recently because I fucking wrestled back my sleep schedule from like never to like 5 in the morning to like 3 at
you
night.
Wrestle? Damn,
What?
bro, I didn't know I didn't know you flex like that.
You wrestle?
No, I don't wrestle.
Okay, I was about to say, we actually have...
No, I was joking. He said I wrestled with my...
Okay.
And I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
My
Wrestling in Florida is just going outside for 5 minutes and like fist fighting some drunk guy with a knife.
No, we actually had like a huge wrestling championship. We actually had like a huge wrestling team in my high school because there was a lot of humanities and other electives and shit. And my history teacher was actually the head of the wrestling team, and I would often remember him going off about tangents about how Osama bin Laden was a hero and like how 9/11 was another lie and shit like that. He would often say shit like that.
I don't like that. No, please, Bob.
I mean, he was a former veteran. I think he sort of became disillusioned.
He was a veteran, and he was saying how he was a hero.
No.
Well, yeah. The thing is,
no, he can't be a former veteran.
He was a former.
He's only...
Yo, okay, to those of you listening, I sometimes say some shit that don't make much sense. All right, ignore half the shit I say and listen to the smart people. But no, he a former veteran. Like, is that like a dead veteran? He was.
Yeah.
He was a veteran.
He was a veteran, and apparently before 9/11, he was actually training to fight in North Korea.
Jesus.
According to him, because he thought like the way.
No, I think he got bamboozled by the army.
Yeah, he did, because like apparently, I guess Korea was the next possible like deployment shit that was going to happen with the U.S. military, but then 9/11 happened, and suddenly a soldier who was taught to fight in North Korea is thrown into a desert where he has to talk with a language he doesn't understand and shit. So I guess there was some disillusionment there. Oh shit! I finally finished this cup of water. You guys ever tried water?
Which one?
We've gone full circle.
The one that's not owned by private companies.
Shed water from the
Sometimes I like to
ground.
dig myself at like a 16-foot hole and just make myself like a nice natural well. Make some like I'd like to make sure I have like all the minerals, because I'm a really big fan of mineral water. So I like to dig myself like a 16 by like 4 hole, and it goes like straight down into like my backyard. And sometimes I hit like the pipes, and that's when you really struck gold, because if you make sure you get the pipes open, like you just have basically free water right there. You don't even need to pay for it.
Somebody's asking me what my podcast schedule is like, and I'm like, yo, if you're still here, I don't have a fucking schedule, okay? I started this podcast on a public voice chat in a public Discord server. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I'm making this shit up along as I go, all right?
I mean, no, if we're honest, like you do this like it's once a week on Saturdays. So yeah, that's Saturday nights, and
Because nobody's doing anything Saturday nights?
not today. Not today. Not in this day and age. No.
I don't think anybody's doing anything right now.
Have something to do on a Saturday night? What are you, a loser? Right?
Yeah.
What do you have COVID or something? That's
Imagine
what
having a fucking
You have to
social
go to
life.
hospital, huh?
Are you in a hospital or anything? It's the only place you'll go if you leave your house on Saturday night, buddy.
So, TikTok. What's going on with that?
I don't think we can talk about that anymore.
I
Can we?
don't know why Donald Trump wants to ban a Kesha song, but I'm not okay with it.
No. Oh wait, is TikTok a Kesha song?
Hashtag free Kesha.
Wait, you don't remember TikTok, Nas?
No, I don't really follow Kesha like that. Here's the thing about me. I don't.
Really? The song was huge. It was like TikTok on
You
the
know
clock.
what? If you played it for me, I would probably recognize it. But, oh wait.
Don't stop.
Okay, now I know what it is. I know that song now.
Yeah, that was like the joke everyone made when TikTok was
Into the
first.
tens. Yeah.
They were like, "Oh, I can't believe Kesha made an app or some shit like that."
Shit.
It
Remember-
wouldn't be the first time a celebrity makes an app. Remember Jeremy Renner's app?
Oh, what was that, by the way? Because I know he's been going through some shit. What's been going on with him?
that was what I want to call a middle life crisis for famous people. He just made an app for himself and fans, and I'm like, what?
And
I mean-
it's just the only thing you can do in the app is give Jeremy Renner money.
Yeah, I was going to say it give Jeremy Renner money the app. Some would consider it vanity. Some would consider it a scam. It depends on your viewpoint.
I mean, like, what the like? A lot of celebrities have ventured into some weird shit, like fucking Soulja Boy. Remember him? Anybody remember the classics? Crank That Soulja Boy.
Do you want to talk about Soulja Boy? Because I believe me and Jake, know a little bit about Soulja Boy.
What the like? Besides him making a console?
No. There's been a couple of things going on with Soulja
Oh
Boy.
no! What has he done? What has he done?
Well, let me tell you,
He's been up in this song.
What?
He's made a Discord,
Oh god! What's his Discord like?
Soulja Discord channel.
and
Shout out to Soulja Boy's Discord channel, everybody. Go.
The Discord
follow them.
is wild.
What happens in it?
It's called the Soulja Cord because
Mhm.
of course, there's a lot of hip hop here because it's like, okay, yeah, obviously it's a Soldier thing. They're all Soldier Boy. There's gonna be a lot of things, but
Mm-hmm.
there's quite the interesting audience. The first time me and a friend of mine,
Mm-hmm.
uh, or actually multiple friends of mine, ventured into this Discord. They were having a big RuneScape party because fucking he was playing RuneScape at the time. He was streaming,
That's
and
right. He plays Fortnite
the
sometimes
thing
too.
the thing about that was that people actually, for some reason, this wasn't a common thought, but a lot of people for some reason thought that he gave a shit about RuneScape and wasn't just doing it because he's Soldier Boy and he wants money.
Uh-huh.
and and there we were all talking about, like, I watched this one guy have a fucking like 3 hour, 6 hour long RuneScape sesh where he was just grinding out this one thing and people were joining. And that's why I was like, this Twitch Mutuals thing could work, because that shit was basically like a fucking random ass like assortment of people joining at random times. And
Mm-hmm.
we had like a RuneScape billionaire at one point. We had this fucking eccentric odd couple. They were like the Elon Musk and Grimes of RuneScape. We
Holy
had
shit! Is he going off about how pronouns are dumb too?
and then we had a literal child join at one time.
What?
We dude, literally oh my god, this fucking I'm glad that like fucking this is getting like put on fucking like recorded, because like, dude, this one night, this single night, I was on this like Discord call from this one night for like literally like a quarter of the day.
Mm-hmm.
And because like it was just so interesting. There was literally every single type of person that you would find in a stereotypical like Discord. Like the Discord videos that like YouTubers make, and they're like, "Oh, look at all these wacky people" or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Like every stereotype was there. You had like fucking like eccentric gaming weirdos. You had children. You had fucking like you had racists. You had transphobes, and you had actual criminals.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Like
literal,
what?
like this dude, right?
Define
This
criminal.
dude. So
Made
this
it a
one,
crime.
this one guy, he came on, and I think, and he was saying that he was like, "Hey, does anyone in chat know the links or have any British PayPal's?" And I'm like, and it's like PayPal's in the UK, and it's like, what? Like, and we're like literally the whole stream. This is why it's like, when even like the like fucking weirdos and gamers like look at you weird, because like we were all like, what the hell is this guy talking about? And he was like, yeah, like I have a bunch of like I have a bunch of like access to a bunch of like PayPal UK PayPal accounts, and if you guys have any like, if any of you guys are from Britain or like the UK, I can like transfer the funds into your shit
What?
if you need money. And it's like,
Just-
what the fuck, bro?
Did he also
It was
claim
like,
that he knew a Nigerian prince too? Because that seems
dude,
like where this is going.
That's like literally a RuneScape skin.
Wait,
Yeah,
wasn't
dude.
wasn't that what the kid from Florida did?
Oh shit! Yeah, the guy who hacked the celebrity Twitter accounts and shit. It got millions of
Yeah,
dollars.
Oh yeah, that's in like actual RuneScape.
Yeah.
Damn.
exactly. But the damn shit. Well, hey, this
Mm.
might have been the thing. I might have been talking to the guy right there in that Soldier Boy Discord. But yeah.
Like, man, I can't believe. I thought Jeff Bezos had changed and wanted to give to the people.
that was forehand.
First
That
it was
like-
IcePoesiden, now it's some hacker kid. But go on, Prom. you're
Yeah.
you're saving this podcast.
But yeah, so this dude, he was only in there for like 5 minutes at most, like 1 minute to 1 to 5 minutes, and because he was silent for most of it, but then he was like, "Hey, does anyone know any PayPal accounts from UK? Hey, I got some money I can give you guys." And then this is like, oh, whoa, like holy shit! And then we're like, he leaves after like no one responds to him. Everyone's like weirded out, and then he's like, he leaves the Discord call, and we're like, maybe someone should report that guy, but I don't think anyone did, and because none of us wanted to be fucking super hacked. and so like this dude after he's like gone, then it's like then you have like people being fucking wild, like people being like openly fucking
Toxic.
like yeah, openly like toxic Discord came out, and then like there was like some shit about like then oh my god, then the woman joined and everyone was like, oh, acting like a fucking clown in there, and then it was like she said she was trans and it got even worse, and then fucking and then they all left. She stayed. She stayed for some RuneScape. She the RuneScape guy was grinding away at this thing, and he was pretty funny. I like talking to him. He was one of the few. The trans person and that guy were like two of the more sane people. Then then the Elon Musk and Grimes of RuneScape joined in, and they were like they were RuneScape billionaires because they had these swag ass fucking houses. They had all this real estate and shit. They bought like the fucking memberships and everything with all this like in-game currency. They had 3 mil a day, easy shit. You know,
How do you get
they
all
were
this
just
shit
like
through with RuneScape? What the fuck?
on fucking RuneScape, and so they would even do this thing where like they glitch into each other to like make it look like obvious like haha sex, like you know, like they would glitch their models in between each other, and they were like they were dressed as like a red and blue like Onis, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like the fucking like
The
they would have
Japanese spirits.
yeah, they had these Reaper cloaks on and they had red and blue hair and they were just fucking like mashing into each other's character models, and they both had matching scythes of like fucking death and whatever. And they would just go around killing unicorns, following the dude who was streaming. And so it was a wild fucking night. Then homie fucking goes on this one quest, and he's like with these like 5 mountains in the shape of like a star, and then this little ass kid joins and he just starts throwing demands at the guy who's playing the game, like go here, take the loot, play the song, what are you doing, don't stop doing that, what, take the loot, go for the money. And it's like the funniest shit in the world. I wish I could have recorded it, but like holy shit dude, it was the funniest shit in the world, because it'll probably never happen again, because the dudes who were all in that Discord, all the sane ones who were like funny and like charismatic or whatever, they were all like basically like, yeah, this server's a mess, bro. They were probably scared away from it. And like there's now it's just like crazy, like off the wall shit. Oh my god! And in the Discord we found fucking like this. We found this dude. We found this dude who was like, hey, I don't. So let me give you a hint into this guy's personality.
Oh Jesus Christ!
His icon and his name, what his icon was, Judy Hopps in a MAGA hat.
Okay, that sounds like Florida.
Oh, it is. I agree with that, Charles.
So it's Judy Hopps in a MAGA hat, right? And his name. Actually, let's see if I can still find this guy.
Holy shit! Please, I'd love to find this motherfucker. Holy shit! I wonder what he thinks about
he's
the.
Still here, and his name is bunny emoji. I love Judy Hopps bunny emoji, and holy shit, dude!
Did you ever ask him about the Zootopia abortion webcomic?
Oh my god, dude! This whole thing is just.
Okay. Do you guys see my icon?
Yeah, I
Do you see what my profile picture? Yeah.
What is it?
For the people who can't see it, is what's the name of the character? George. That's
the dude from the Ozarks, Jason Bateman.
No, Jason Bateman from Arrested Development. His face, watching him in bafflement as his son George Michael, played by Michael Cera, tries to explain to him how his girlfriend eats an egg with mayo.
A what?
And that's my face right now as well, with that fucking I love Judy Hopps guy.
Okay.
Well, I'll give you. Oh, sorry.
No, I was gonna say I'll give you a hint in no mic, but people aren't going to see only you.
But dude, fucking this guy. Let me give you a little quote from him. One of his greatest quotes is just "The South will rise again."
That's our job.
You know what? As somebody who like collectively somehow just stumbles on to like weird political groups on like all forms of social media, I tend to become numb to that shit. Like I'm not gonna lie, there was a conservative crowd on Tumblr, and it was basically Tumblr but as a conservative crowd, and that's what I've realized like about a lot of these political ideologies online. Same shit, different clothing. You know?
A lot of prevailing attitudes, yeah.
Yeah, it's like the same
Also,
tactics, but like legitimately
also
like the
this guy
same
has
people.
posted a link of a smiling Doge that the top text, bottom text, it says 13%, 52%. Just want to make that sure. Uh, then he's I'm horny, of course he is.
Mhm.
All of you are so gay.
Mhm.
Okay. Shout out Juice World. Oh, that's so tragic.
What the fuck? How do you go from that to Juice World? I don't like.
Yo, shout
What?
out Joe Swirl.
Shout out Juice World, bro. Oh my lord, this guy.
Wait, is he
I
like a
think
MAGA but he likes rap music? That's like a conjunction, or like a paradox.
he's I've saved a bunch of well, there was a bunch of memes that he sent in the meme channel, and he was like, it was just like exactly what you would
Mhm.
expect from a Judy Hopps fucking like the from a Judy Hopps MAGA hat thing. There's a there's
He doesn't
one
start bringing up
fucking
inner city crime rates, does he?
he's well that he did.
Of
That was
course
the
he
Doge
did.
meme. That was the Doge meme. You don't remember 13.52%?
Yeah, I know. I know.
Yeah, but there's this one GIF that he sends. It's like when my wife walks into my room while I'm streaming Fortnite, and it's a GIF of uh of 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 the last from Joel Last of Us beating the fuck out of Ellie and smashing her head on like a countertop,
Like,
and
Okay,
uh
you know what? Yeah, that sounds like a fat 40-year-old who's like in like who's asking girls to call him a pussy for money.
Yeah.
Like, I'll pay you $40 if you call me a pussy online.
nah,
No,
that was funny. But
I
dude,
hope he's not, because dude, that's like, dude, you're 20, you shouldn't be like that at the
Well,
moment.
no,
Wait
Elon Musk still
20
calls
years.
people. Elon Musk still calls people like a pedophile on Twitter, and he's 50. So like, I guess it doesn't change with age.
I guess. I mean, but we're talking that the guy is already 40 and he's 20, and we're talking about Elon Musk being 50 and acting like 12.
Yeah, that's fair. What were you saying, Prom?
uh um I was just, I'm just looking at the memes that he's sending because, like, and it's one of Obama drone striking Pakistan. There's one of fucking Epstein's suicide. There's one about Coomers. There's one about body pillows.
Oh,
Like all
speaking of
sorts
which, like
of crazy shit.
my history club teacher at my community college was an she would describe herself as like an avid Breitbart news watcher, and she would often post memes like that, similar to like the group chat, where she would post memes like, "Oh, it's Hillary and Bill Clinton strangling Epstein and shit like that," and then at the bottom it
Oh,
would say "Weekend at Jeffries." You know, like
yeah,
Weekend at Bernie's, but Weekend of Jeffrey.
this one's fucking Epstein suicide colorized, and it's Venom strangling. It's that one scene from Spider-Man 3 where Venom is strangling Spider-Man against like the rebar par, or like against like the iron fucking thing.
Oh, right, right. Where Spider-Man learns that his weakness is sound, which he probably should have already knew, but the script was bad. But go on.
Yeah, it's
Dude,
like that.
this
It's
is
that.
fucked, man.
And it's crazy. Like this
Yeah.
one, you could do like a whole case study on just this one guy from this one Discord, and that's why I'm like, holy shit, Twitch mutuals could totally work.
Shit,
Like,
I just,
what the
I just want to be big
fuck,
enough to
yeah.
have someone like Sonichu on, or Chris Chan, because I don't know
Ooh.
what she's been going through right now, but like, I hate to, I don't know why, but when the COVID situation was happening, right? Because I didn't start freaking out till like I heard Tom Hanks of all people got the coronavirus. Yeah, I like legit. Like I like when I read Tom Hanks now has the coronavirus, I immediately ran to like the nearest Walmart and got all the supplies and shit I needed because I thought the world was ending. They got fucking
Smart.
Forrest Gump.
He didn't run, so
They got Forrest Gump.
no.
God damn it.
Like it's too shitty to joke about it, but like yeah, for more people, Tom Hanks are like, oh no, Tom Hanks, and even though you know his religion that he's probably going to be fine, you're still like, it's Tom Hanks, dude, come on.
Yeah,
You
but
cannot
like,
feel.
but like at the
not
same time,
bad
it's
for
like,
him.
and then when I got back from Walmart, I told myself, wait a minute, what the fuck am I freaking out for? He's like a fucking millionaire. He can afford more Medicare coverage than I will in a lifetime. Like what? But no, and then as like I was setting down my supplies and shit, like I was like buying like a mini fridge off of Amazon. The one thing I immediately thought was, oh shit, I hope Chris Chan's okay.
That is a valid concern.
It's a valid concern because it's like I know this as like an autistic person, like how bad it can be to take care of yourself and shit. But to go through this, but to like be autistic right now during a global fucking pandemic, and I live in Florida. I live in Florida, the fucking epicenter of this shit. And I'm like, there's a lot of people out there who can't even take care of themselves. They're gonna be affected by this shit, and they won't even know. What if you're fucking deaf and blind?
Yeah, no, that's dude. If you're deaf and blind, oh my god, this is going to sound shitty, and I know it's going to sound shitty, but if you're deaf and blind and get COVID, you're almost dead.
You're almost dead. It's a death sentence. That's why this shit's so scary. That's why I can't understand when like people tell me they don't want to wear masks during all this shit.
Yeah, but also because when you get COVID, sometimes you lose your sense of smell and taste, and you know that I mean, fuck, they'll be so fucked because they can't see, they smell, they can taste, they can only just touch, and you can't. I don't know if you can live out touching stuff all the time. That's yeah, but we're talking about small cases in this case because there's not as much people like us who are deaf and blind at the same time. Yeah, it's gonna be a serious situation.
You don't know. I mean, I just keep thinking back to that. And, like, again, somehow Florida keeps being, like, the epicenter of all problems in this country. But, like my county was, like, I remember there was this woman complaining about how, like, my county enforcing the mask-wearing law as an infringement against her religious rights or something. Or, like, she was going off about how, like, God would not want us to wear a mask and shit. And like how we're infringing on the county's infringing on human rights by asking people to like enforcing that people wear a mask. And like, hey, I'm not gonna act like I'm the moral compass during all this shit, okay? Sometimes I wake up in the middle of the night, I want some 7-Eleven. I put on my gloves and and shit, and you know, I'm walking towards 7-Eleven, and then I suddenly realize, hey, I forgot to put on a mask. And then I have to walk back 30 minutes back home to go get my goddamn mask and wear it. So, like, but to have somebody claim in front of, like, a fucking jury of people that somehow wearing a mask is an infringement on her rights, when there are people who don't even know that COVID's happening right now, is just like, what?
I don't know if there's any people who don't know COVID's happening.
Like, or like they can't, or like some people out there who don't even like have a single chance of surviving this shit. Oh, if anything, you're infringing on their rights by not wearing a mask.
No, nobody's infringing anyone's right except the right.
By not wearing a mask. Never mind. Never mind.
That's what I'm saying. Like, wearing a mask is not something against your rights, so nobody can make you wear a mask. So. But
actually,
if you well, yes, they can, but I mean, it's not going to look good on them when the governors and mayors say you have to wear a mask because everyone who's, let's be honest, everyone who's Republic is going to shed on them because you're making people wear masks. That's oppression against our free speech or some shit like that. When Trump is trying to ban TikTok because free speech, actually, not because it's gathering information, because every single.
Well, it's a Chinese it's a Chinese app, isn't it?
Yeah,
Well,
like
it has very
fuck.
large stock. It has very large stock by Chinese companies.
Like
Who
holy shit, every single app in America, almost every single app in America also does the same. The only difference here is that it's China.
Is he
So
going to
it's
ban
it's
Zoom as well?
I don't know.
Well, a lot of
Like
company. Hey, here's the thing. Government
Zoom's
agencies don't
American,
even
right?
use. Yeah, government agencies don't even use Zoom.
Really?
Yeah,
Huh.
they don't because they're not allowed to because that same sort of stuff. Like, there's a thing where you can tell uh about like what apps would technically be like fall under like a general umbrella of trustworthy and untrustworthiness,
Mm-hmm.
and it's because if your data encryption isn't good enough to like use, then and it leaves you vulnerable, the U.S. government isn't going to use that shit. They're not going to be like, oh yeah, let's get on a Zoom call and discuss fucking nuclear annihilation. Like, they're not going to do that shit. So what's going to happen is that people tend to look at uh, that on services that like are deemed untrustworthy by the U.S. government or any government officials for that matter,
Mm-hmm.
and they fucking are like, oh well, obviously if the government aren't going to use these fucking things, why should the hell should we? You know?
Well, I mean, with Zoom, you had a lot of like. Is it true that it's always on and watching you? Like even when you close it, it's still there.
Okay, I'm gonna say this because last night I closed my computer and said, and sometimes you receive a message that said this application does not let you close the computer, no, does not let you turn the computer off. Last night, Zoom did that with me. I was like, what the fuck? I closed that early today, and then I was like, fuck, like probably I probably have somebody watching right now, so yeah. That's fucked up, but I guess that's
Yeah, that's why
something
people don't.
we signed up, even if we don't
Mm-hmm.
realize it. Honestly, fucking Alexa, probably hearing every single conversation anyone has while they have one. And your fucking iPhone with Siri also does the same because whenever you say Siri or this motherfucker mishears somebody saying Siri, it turns on and says, "Yes, what can I do to help you?" So like this is normality now, and that's one like I don't mind it because fuck, what the hell am I going to do now? Like every single thing has something to hear your private conversations and
Well,
see your private
that's
stuff.
why a
So
majority
so
of
yeah, what the
people are
hell am I
like,
going to do? Like
it's
fucking you're going to ban TikTok because it's Chinese. Fuck off. That's almost like racism. Just doing that just because it's Chinese, not because it's because if somebody were truly to ban an app for gathering information and selling it, then Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and other shit would be banned as well. But they are not. You know why? Because they are from the American. They are made in the American soil. That's the only reason.
well, he
Fucking
did
hell.
he did sign an executive order to like combat sites like Twitter for quote unquote censoring him about like mail-in voting and shit.
That's not the fucking same. You know that.
Yeah, it's not. It's not nearly the same as like banning it. And Facebook, I think Mark Zuckerberg is just reveling in like the power he has to sell information to whoever he fucking wants. And
Yeah.
it's just, Charles, and you can agree, you can attest to this with me. The Social Network was a fucking omen. When it came out, people were just like, "Oh, it's just a fucking Facebook movie. None of this shit's ever gonna matter."
I'd
Uh,
say, I would say this: the social network gives a better representation of Mark Zuckerberg than
mhm.
the real one. Like you see the fucking real Mark Zuckerberg, he's like, yes, you're right. Like he's fucking like Kermit the Frog most of the
Mhm.
time. Like, oh yes, well we do this because we can do this, sir.
Senator, I.
And you see the fucking Mark Zuckerberg in Aaron Sorkin and David Fincher's social network, and he's like, "Oh well, you want to fuck me? You know what? I'll fuck you first."
Mhm.
He's like fucking quippy and quick, and he's like an asshole. And you see him in real life, and he's probably an asshole. But he's probably the asshole who makes a mean post or a mean tweet about you online to all of his followers, just like he did in the movie. That's probably the only real part about Mark Zuckerberg. Like, he's a fucking asshole that does stuff behind your back out of his fucking pettiness.
Do you remember when he was going up against, like, what was it, the Supreme Court or whatever? And there were all those memes of people adding the Social Network soundtrack to him being questioned and shit.
I actually didn't see any of those memes about him with the social network. I just saw the ones with him being a robot or malfunctioning.
No, it was like perfect. I remember just thinking to myself, yo, Aaron Sorkin, hurry up with that fucking sequel script, all right? If we're not all dead through COVID, I at least want to see a sequel to the Social Network, please.
And he's a director now, so we might get one from his end.
This is a fucking gold mine of information.
Oh, yeah, like, hopefully he makes Social Network, but I hope he doesn't call it the Social Network 2. I hope he goes to the James Cameron alley and call it the Social Networks.
Oh, okay. He just goes.
Yeah, like just adding an S at the end of the title to make it like, oh shit. In the first movie there was one. Now there's many.
I still consider it. Fuck. I can still consider a fucking travesty that Now You See Me 2 was entitled Now You See Me, Now You Don't. They had that title on a silver platter and they just swatted it away like a fucking spoiled brat.
Yeah, well, I mean, they just can't do that because like a brand, you know. Like I don't know if there has been anything about any movie out of franchise that hasn't had the original title, the title of the original movie since Return of the Jedi, and that even changed with the times. You know, like before it was like the prequels and all of that. George Lucas named the movies Star Wars, Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi. Those were the names. They didn't have like the Star Wars
Hang on a second.
episode something.
Is Jakey still here?
Yeah.
Jakey, what's been going on? You've been quiet, dude.
I've been playing Arkham Asylum.
Oh,
nice.
Shit. On your PC?
Yeah.
Did you got it for free on the Epic store like last year? My man.
Is there any differences between the Epic Game Store and Steam?
Epic Game Stores gives you games for free every month.
Oh, that's cool.
But it's more limited.
Kind of like how PlayStation gives like a free game if you're on Gold or something.
Pretty sure Xbox one has Gold, and it's like PlayStation Now or something.
PlayStation Plus. My bad.
Yeah, PlayStation. I actually like PlayStation Plus because the games that they give most of the times are at least cool to play once in a while. Like they are giving like Modern Warfare 2 remastered this month, and also Fall Guys, which is a new game from I forgot the name, Devolver, and it's fun. I've seen some videos about the gameplays and all, and it's fucking fun to watch. So I can't wait to play it.
Why is Warzone 100 gigabytes?
I don't know, like fuck Warzone. I won't play it.
Warzone. I think I might have dabbled in it once or twice, but it's 106 gigabytes.
Yeah, it's too big. Holy shit!
I have some very very low internet speed to the point where I'm just questioning of just losing it and like gaining up to like and getting a new service. But like I don't think the guys who made Warzone ever kept in mind that there are people like me out there. You don't have the internet speed to download this shit as well. So, oh my god, how long have we been podcasting? Holy shit, almost an hour. Feels longer than an hour, but honestly, you guys have been.
Was it? COVID.
This is almost like a better. Oh shit, COVID, right? It's going through like the digital stream now. It's spreading wirelessly.
It was TikTok.
Oh shit!
Ban the app. Ban the app.
Ban Discord. Ban it. We have to ban Discord right now. It's approved that it has given COVID to the young fellas out there.
You know, if Trump wants to lose the election, banning Discord might be it. If he wants to lose, I mean, he's inevitably going to win. But like, if he really wants to lose the election, he's just going to have to ban Discord.
I mean,
That'd
I
be-
don't see a reason why he'd do that.
No.
That would be hilarious to hear a conference about fucking Discord of all things being
Mhm.
banned, and him just being like, "I was on Discord the other day, and it was horrible. You should have seen it."
No, that sounds more like Joe Biden for a reason.
No, Joe Biden is more like, I was on Discord the other day, and
That sounds like Obama.
what? No, what?
No. Obama sounds more like this. So, listen, I'm on a lot of, Discord servers. I basically join anything. So I don't know who these red pillars are or what their ideology is, but basically, fuck them. I was paraphrasing the Boondocks there.
Who cares?
I don't know about you guys. I like my Donald Trump interpretation. I don't know.
Hey.
But I just think comes well with it. You
Antifa,
understand why.
terrorist organization. They're on that Discord app. It's a terrorist app, okay? There's some terrible, bad people on there. Very bad. Not a good place.
Discord, not a good place. You hear me? You go there, you get AIDS. As easy as that.
Let me tell you
Ladies and
something.
gentlemen.
Me doing a Trump impression isn't that hard because I have to deal with people like him every fucking day when the snowbirds come down to Florida. You know, like
When what?
Florida is known as like the fifth borough or something to like a lot of New Yorkers because frankly this is where old New Yorkers come to escape the cold and come to die. We call them
Yeah, that's what I
snowbirds.
hear.
They're only here
Oh.
for half
Oh.
a year, and they all live in Boca Raton or just spread out. Sometimes they live in Key Largo. I actually have been past Trump's private house up there once or twice. Nice place.
What have you done? Like, did you throw some eggs at it?
Well, no, of course not. They've got like Secret Service guarding that place here and there whenever he's around, and he's here every fucking week for his golf trips.
So, oh my god! Of course he is. Of course
Yes,
he's
sir.
down there.
He's always
Amen.
coming here. He's finally wearing a mask. Good to see.
At times.
At times.
So yeah, it's but what we like say. Oh yes, thank you, Mr. President, for finally wearing the thing that you were supposed to wear since the beginning of the pandemic. Instead of saying, "Hey guys, you should drink this medicine that saves people, that doesn't save people."
So man, what's good?
Huh?
Why do you guys go into a private room?
We're
Who's
in a
here?
podcast. You're being recorded.
Oh, shit.
Well,
Yeah.
not Corey.
What's
You're being
up?
streamed. We've been
Ah,
talking about a bunch of
see.
shit. Let's see the topics I've put down.
Okay.
You put down topics.
Yeah, I've topics we've talked about like Twitch, IcePoesiden,
Oh.
Soulja Boy, COVID-19, Zoom.
Yeah.
Parentheses.
Fun.
And right now we're talking about presidents.
See,
Okay.
how do you even advertise a podcast? Like, where do you go?
Dude, here's the thing.
Oh.
You go to-
this is what I was trying to get at before with Devin Nash.
Mm-hmm.
So, Devin Nash talks about how well, we're not on Twitch, but how you brand for Twitch and YouTube. He's like, it's all for different internet things. And one of the things he thought was a great. I think you'll see it in like if you watch his 0 to 100 concurrent viewer, how to get there, like a video. He talks a lot about how this one guy he rises up through the ranks to become one of the like most viewed streamers, one of the fastest growing streaming channels, and it's
Mhm.
because he pays attention to his to how he markets his titles, and he basically does it like as if you were to apply YouTube like analytic strategies and marketing strategies to Twitch, and
Mhm.
it was like really effective, and it was something that was so like strongly it was so strongly favored by the algorithm, I guess, that
Mhm.
it like fucking catapulted his ass to
Yeah.
like fucking huge like stardom, and now he's like one of the fucking most like known, like he's becoming one of like the most known Twitch streamers now, and everyone's starting to hear about him. He's still kind of like he's not as like big as like the Pokemans or anything like that, but he is like getting there like very fast. throwing demands.
His name was Albert Einstein.
Take the loot.
Yeah.
And that shit was Albert Einstein, yes. Take the loot, go for the money.
I couldn't imagine streaming just games or whatever. I have to try to come up with some wacky shit like fucking drama or something. I wouldn't.
That's why I was watching his like stuff because just in case like I ever wanted to stream something, right? I was like, all right, how do I do this shit? And or like how do I be smart about it? And
Yeah.
and one of the things that he says is starting to be favored is shows. You know what I mean? Like because on YouTube you have shows, like you have series usually. You have series. You'll have like Minecraft Let's Play episode number 245, and the way that's being modeled on Twitch is basically like it's like a TV thing. Like when you turn on the TV to watch like fucking NBC News every Wednesday night at 11 or some shit. That's when you go. That's when you go to Ludwig's stream and you watch him play Pogo Stuck 2 and rip his hair out.
I want to hear your
That's when you
shit. I'm down with you talk about it. All right.
That's when you go to watch fucking Clint Stevens like get a personal best on Mario speed runs and he fucking does it. You know, that kind of shit. And that kind of stuff is what
speed running is very good for live streaming. I prefer that 9 times out of 10 to just watching someone play through a game. Speedrunning is I
don't know where the hell that trend came from, but hey, it's
the appeal. It's like the appeal of someone achieving something that no one else has achieved, and you get to be there for it.
Yeah. I was there. I love the fucking I was there. Like
that's why you got to do the wacky shit. I was there when this happened. This is a unique piece of media that is not going to be experienced anywhere else unless someone wants to sit through 8 hours of
that's why shit fucking knows. That's why
it is COVID. I knew it.
Yeah, that's why I'm really into Twitch. Like not as in like I don't watch a lot of streams, but I like a lot of like, the culture of it.
Oh yeah.
It's so like energetic and hype. There's so much hype around just streamers doing like nothing. Even though it's dumb, it's like I vibe with it because
so is it like a NASCAR sort of thing where you're just you're watching it casually, but then again you're just slowly waiting for a car crash? Or
in a way, it was certain streamers it's like that. However, it's more of like how fascinating like things are because like with the I was there kind of like mentality of like the I was there smile is such a like a good like it's such a good like nugget of like how the culture is where it's like oh they're all out there like you know it's all the in jokes of like it's a being in the moments but also being there for like the growth of it all and how you can be like yeah, when I
being a repeated viewer coming back, you get that satisfaction of knowing you're not missing anything.
Yeah, like with Summon, I was gonna say with did you see that Berserk guy was gonna stream today?
Yeah, I was sleeping, but I saw that he was.
Yeah, I was gonna try and assemble because he said he was gonna do it at like 7:30, but he ended up canceling it because of like he was at work and I shot him a tweet. I was like, "Oh, you're getting better, and that's all that matters." Like thumbs up, you know what I mean? Like keep your head up, kid.
Yeah.
And like, because I saw that he canceled it like an hour before it was gonna happen, and I was like, "Oh shit!" Because I was like actually prepared for it. Like I was gonna prepare for it happening, but it just didn't end with that. You know, and I was telling you about him before, Nas. That was the guy that I found on Twitch on a whim when I was raiding him with Smash streamers. After that happened, we thought he was actually a pretty fucking cool guy. He seemed pretty humble. He seemed pretty like, you know, he was like this innocent little fucking
so positive about everything.
Yeah.
Even fucking losing, he never got toxic once. That's such a nice trait to have.
That's like a holy shit, who is this guy kind of thing. And so
is it sad that's like a surprising thing now that you can't meet anybody who's not toxic online? or just is it just something we have to deal with?
Because yeah, and I felt the same feeling that I felt with Marcus Nas, because that's like I found fucking Cosmonaut Variety Hour when it's fucking like tiny as shit, when no one knew what the fuck, when the like fucking like Junkrat video era.
Holy shit, were you there during the designated driving videos?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, dude, those are my dude, honestly, fucking like I fucking hate the fact that he makes movie content now. I thought he was way better with video game, but nobody watched that shit
Yeah,
for some reason. Uh,
I can attest to this because my highest rated recent video has been about a TV show, and I thought,
Yeah.
and I like making video game content more than I do movie content. I find it easier.
Yeah.
And, yeah, he eventually, well, he slowly retired out the like video games. He still makes it now, like reviews, because it's like review stuff. But like when those video
I fucking miss the designated drivers.
Same.
That shit was so fun.
yeah, no one knows who Dan or Meg is anymore. I miss.
That's the fucking.
They're such like pivotal parts of this shit, and whenever they make an appearance in a modern video, no one fucking knows who they are.
Meg's
Yeah,
like,
literally the who is this, and that's why this is why the I was there mentality is so cool in my opinion, because it like obviously you get some like shit where it's like that can fester like elitism there, but like but like with Twitch it's like well, that's how you sort of like do that now. Like now you can have shit where like with this Ludwig guy who's blowing up now, he one of his biggest things was like you could tell what like era, even though like each era was technically it's like he doesn't divide it into eras his like fans do. It's like a community thing, because you can tell where he was at in his like career just by looking at like
his setup or how like even how like he looks or whatever.
Yeah, his so like because like 1 month he would do like because he would do these crazy fucking dares where he would be like, all right, me and my buddy are gonna play this game, and if I lose, I shave my head and I dye my hair or something like that. And so people are like, oh shit, yo, I was there. But also you can tell that this was recorded in 2017, because in 2017 he lost a bet with his friend and he had to dye his hair and he got a face tattoo. And in this one, he moved into his house with his new friend Smile. And you know, that kind of thing.
I think the error that I'm going to be starting with is I'm not going to stream these things anymore, because eventually I'll get an external hard drive and I might add like intros and music and shit in.
Dude, I'll tell you one thing. If I ever do like make content in any sort of form, I already picked out the perfect fucking like outro music, because have you guys ever heard of the most mysterious song on the internet?
No.
No.
Yes, I have.
Dude, it's okay. One, it's a fucking banger. It's just a good song because like it's just solid. I'll link it in no like so you guys can take a fucking listen, because it's a weird because it's like it's because you never really think about like failed musicians, right?
Yeah.
Like it made me realize just how much content there is that will never see the light of day.
That's a terrifying thought.
Yeah,
it's so interesting too.
Yeah, there's a certain air of like not only lost potential, but like mystery and horror around the idea of like lost media, and the fact that it's like, oh, there's all these good songs that are out there that are literally lost to time because we'll never
some amazing art, some amazing music is just gone.
Some television shows aren't even available.
Time to look at it.
It's not even scary in the respect that it's like, oh my god, like that's
existentially scary.
Yeah,
it's scary.
Could be that.
Yeah, you could be that. It's like, oh man, I could just quit one day and I'll never ever tell my stories like at all. So
that's terrifying to me.
Yeah, and this one, this is why this is so cool, because this is like it's like an existential struggle against that kind of shit. Because this thing right here, the most mysterious song on the internet, that's just like the Google search, but it's like or it's just the YouTube search, but it's like the first thing that comes up. people call it like the wind or check it out, check it in, check it out. It's this song that was found. It was originally played in like 1980 something, and German radio station, and it was by this like it was recorded. It was put on a website, and it was lost for like 5 years. And then only recently have people come back and been like, wait a minute, we have some new information on this shit. And now everyone's like, oh my god, we're closer than ever. And it was like in the last month. In the last month, we've been closer to finding out who the person behind the music is than in the last year of like this mystery being live.
Oh my god.
We probably aren't even. Are people even are like? How are you sure that he's not even dead? Or
yeah, exactly. It's like because this shit was from fucking some who mega lol artist that was fucking that send like a DVD record or not DVD, but send like some sort of like vinyl record to like some radio station during like a fucking nobody amateur hour and probably was never fucking heard from again. And the only person that we found recently was actually the person who recorded it, not like the artist themselves, but the person who originally put it on the internet in the first place. And they've been looking for it for like decades now. So
Jesus Christ.
A similar thing happened to like a woman, probably not to the extent of this, but similar thing happened to this European woman I read about, or I stumbled upon one of their songs on YouTube, and apparently she recorded the songs for herself way back in I think the 60s or 50s or something, and her son eventually found it and just sent it to like this record company, and like it just blew up in popularity. And this was just a woman just saying music in her living room. So much media like that isn't even available.
That's cool shit.
It's kind of I don't know. I think the fact that we even know it exists is kind of hopeful, but at the same time it's a glass half full kind of situation.
Yeah.
It's like you can look at it as a hopeful thing, but you just slowly realize how much shit there actually is out there that you don't know about.
Yeah, that we never even got to no one even got to record it. No one even to fucking get it out there on like a fucking disk drive, and now it's not even like it's just lost in time completely. That's why, and it also helps that the song is just like a good song, because I generally think it's just a good song, and it's been stuck in my head for like fucking like the last 3 days now, and I've just been replaying. There's even covers on it. The people who I still don't know what the lyrics are, and so I made a comment that was like on this like that was like because this guy was covered by Wang, if you guys know who that is, and he covers a lot of internet mysteries and everything. And so I was like, it would be really funny if you held a concert with one of these things, because since no one knows what the lyrics are, everyone would be screaming different lyrics and singing different like things of the song, because the title, like the community given title, like the wind, isn't even, it can be called Blind the Wind, and like no one knows. Like there's a good video of the most mysterious song on the internet, lyric video with multiple interpretations, because we don't have the lyric sheet, and people have been like, oh, this can be because it's like a
incredible.
It was a German radio station apparently, or some sort of like more Eastern European, and so it's in English, or at least seemingly in English. There's a lot of words in it, and because of that, it's very clearly like the guy has like a very strong accent, and so you can't really decipher all of the words that clearly. A lot of them you can, but like some of them give different tones to the song and different moods to the thing, because like instead of like the chorus goes or it goes like, check it in, check it out, because the sun will never, and people have like, the sun will never die, or the sun will never shine. And then it's like, on a long dirt way to the subway in your mind, or it can be interpreted as a long dirt way somewhere in your mind. And like it gives these little lyrics can give like such a vastly different meaning, because of how you interpret them, and that's just really interesting to me.
Yeah.
and there's even covers. There's covers of this song done by other people, and because there's no lyric sheet, it's all just like up to them to guess what the lyric is, and so it's like each person's individual take on this song, and that's what's really good about
in
it.
a sense, the song has become a meme.
Yeah,
Well,
kind of.
To the
It's
point,
mimetic.
yeah,
I wouldn't call it
It's
the
mimetic.
modern definition of one.
And that's why to bring this all back to circle, if I were to ever create content, I would just use that as my fucking exit, like end song.
Kind of just thematically, it represents the fucking, I don't know, fears of any small content creator.
and as well as just
Also,
how
there's
how
like,
things
I
can be
can
lost to time like
talk
that,
Huh? What did you say?
and just how like things can be lost to time like that,
Oh yeah,
and how we can attribute
that's the thing.
and how we can attribute like our
It's like a
opinions on
fucking
different
anthem
things.
of the unheard creator.
Mhm.
And the best part about it is that the reason that I want it as like my thing has
Mhm.
nothing to do with that.
What? Why?
It's just 'cause
Want
song.
the reason I want it to be my exit screen is for two reasons. One, it's a good song. Two, who the hell's gonna copyright me for it? No one.
That's true.
So hey,
Yeah. That's true.
I found the secret to copyright. There
It's
was
truly copyright free. There's no one who can lay claim to it.
yeah.
and even if they could, then guess what? Mystery solved. I did it.
Yeah, you did it. You get the fucking.
I
you get
did
the
it.
satisfaction.
Win-win for everybody. I found the
You
secret
see,
to copyright is to find the most obscure songs ever and then just use them as
Yeah.
background music.
And people were like, people were talking about different strategies to be like, okay, let's see if we can like get someone to upload this, and like maybe someone will copyright it down and they'll get used to it, or maybe we can get it in a soundtrack of a movie and they'll have to like they'll be sued by the person who owns it or something like that. Like so it's just these like outlandish like kind of things of like.
I mean, honestly,
but
that's like the if you get it out there, the best way to guarantee a response is to violate some kind of
steal it.
yeah, is to steal it.
I'm sure you'd find the person's relative or something.
Maybe.
But yeah, honestly, I really am a fan of like just the whole entire the meta narrative surrounding it, like but this all spawned from just me liking the song, because I remember I heard this song like not years ago but months ago, and like I was like, oh man, that tune kind of got stuck in my head a little bit. Like I started like vibing to it. I'm like, what the hell was that song called? And then I was like, oh wait. That song didn't have a title because it was fucking off the time. And so I was like, shit. It took me like a minute to search for it because I was like, it was the most something on the internet. I was like, the most random song on the internet, the most interesting song on the internet. And like I was just getting like a bunch of like just random shit, like, fucking like meme songs being like most random internet song, tacos right in the sky, and like that kind of shit while looking for this. And then I was like, oh wait a minute, the most mysterious song, because like no one fucking knows what it's called. And then that's what caused me to look into it more and to develop like this meta narrative of like the horrors of like unseen and unheard artists and wasted potential. And now I just like it even more because honestly, like it was a good enough song on its own. So now we just have even more to like enjoy with it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, according to my boss, quote unquote, I might have work soon.
Oh, nice.
And like soon, as in like in a couple hours.
No, as in like sometime after the hurricane, because I've been out of work for.
Oh God, fuck.
Yeah.
You guys are getting a hurricane down there, huh?
No, it's a category 1 so far, isn't it?
Oh, okay.
So
it's not that bad.
Words.
It's
partially named after me too.
Oh, that's right. I wasn't thinking about that, but yeah.
Yeah.
I think the first thing is Isaiah. Isaiah's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had people in the fucking Chick-fil-A parking lot this morning talking to me about it.
Oh,
they were like, fucking, they saw my name tag and it was like, I hope this hurricane. Literally, this old guy came up to me. He's like, I hope the hurricane is as mild mannered as you.
Oh, sweet.
You just called me a fucking soft boy. What the fuck, dude?
Hey,
Yeah.
you little soy boy cock, this little soy boy hurricane.
I can't. If I had like, if I had a nickel for any time people have come up to me and called me a twink in public, you know, I'd have enough for some.
That happened too.
I'd have enough for a car. There's some strange people here in Florida.
Goddamn.
Jesus Christ.
Like I remember
It's like that'd be like a fucking nickel every 5 seconds.
yeah,
Yeah,
and
For like the past 10 years.
it's not as bad as the amount of people who have assumed I'm a drug dealer because I'm gonna be straight with y'all. If I don't really put the effort in, I have no fashion sense. So sometimes I'll come out with like dirty ass slacks and like a hoodie and shit.
Bro, you
and
should just say it's the
sandals.
Yeezy Season 3s.
What?
You should just say it's the Yeezy Season 3s.
Oh, Kanye, right? Our next president. But no, like I remember one of the first dates I ever went on. This woman just randomly came up to us on like while we were having dinner and asked me if I knew where I could get some crack.
Oh,
Goddamn.
damn.
Because of
Ow.
the way I was dressed.
Jesus Christ.
Oh yeah. You meet the like people talk about the dreaded Florida man, but nobody ever talks about the Florida woman and how fucking
It's true.
crazy she can be. Oh man. Florida woman.
Fuck Friday.
Florida woman cooks her own cat. I bet that's a headline. Look
Oh,
that up.
Sure.
Christ.
Dear God.
Okay, you know what?
I wish people would come up in public and call me a twink.
You don't
I
want
think that'd be funny.
I wish people would come up to me on the street and stop calling me certain names, but
You know what I was thinking about? You know what I was thinking about doing? I was actually
We
thinking-
can't have everything we want.
I was
can't have
actually-
everything, okay? But we can have a little bit.
I was actually thinking about like just going full on unlicensed journalist or whatever, and just going to rallies and just interviewing people.
Oh, you mean like the fucking humans in New York or whatever?
Yeah. No, just randomly going up and basically just randomly going up and interviewing people on video and during rallies and
Okay,
protests
yeah.
and shit. Get different perspectives. Thought that would have been
Yeah,
interesting.
prom humans of New York or humans of blank. It's just like a little a community of photographers that go around and like interview random people on the streets and shit. And they take a picture of them and they have a little story in the caption. They like ask them to tell a story or something.
And
I
the
see this
stories
And
are
it's
all
interesting.
fucking
It's really
sad.
interesting.
They're
I see
always
this one
sad, too.
video about this guy named Awesome Videos, and this old guy looks like Santa Claus.
What?
He has like a big, bushy white beard, and it's like all around. He's got like a mane.
Oh man, that reminds me of those random videos that YouTube's always recommending me, like homeless person tells the truth about society, homeless person spits some real game, homeless person does this, and I'm just like, Jesus
One
Christ.
person steals my girlfriend.
No, that's on Pornhub or something. Holy Christ, I can't believe how well this podcast is going. We've only got one viewer, but we've had like the total of like 4. Like last time I checked.
One concurrent viewer is better than 0.
Yeah. I mean, it's like, I don't know what I'm doing differently this time. I guess having actual guests on. Last time I just had Charles on, and I think we somehow went from talking about movies to Asia Argento. And that's a rabbit hole I don't want to go down.
I have no idea who Asia Argento is.
Asia Argento was the girlfriend or wife of Anthony Bourdain. You're familiar with Anthony Bourdain, right? And
Yeah.
she was one of the first people to come out about Weinstein and his actions, and she was one of the she was one of the spearheaders along with Rose McGowan about the Me Too movement. And then as it turns out, Asia Argento actually slept with an underage boy. And it gets worse. It gets worse. Not only did she sleep with an underage boy, but she slept with an underage boy who she once acted as his mother. in a movie. So it brings up this weird. Not only does it just like add a new shade to this entire movement, but it also just brings up some weird Oedipus complex shit that I don't even want to bring up. And it's like,
well, you brought it up, buddy.
And I brought it up. And it's like when that shit came out, I remember just Joe Rogan being like, "Oh, what the fuck is this kid complaining about? Young boys, they don't complain about this shit."
I remember that. I remember he got fucking on blast after he said something like that.
Where the fuck does he even get off?
The kid should have been glad he was molested. Like, what red-blooded American 10-year-old wouldn't be glad if a woman molested him? What, like, it's so fucking weird.
He just
Jesus, I think he got fucking like he got put on blast for that for a while, and then just everyone fucking forgot about it.
Yes, that's what happens with cancel culture. You're only canceled until people forget about you.
Yeah, obviously cancel culture doesn't work because no one ever actually gets canceled.
No. I mean, the only time I think it's worked is when like Milo Yiannopoulos or whatever was talking about how like was talking about what was it, molestation? What was it? Eventually, people just stopped caring about him.
But 14-year-old boys in the Catholic something.
What?
It was about like 14-year-old boys in Catholic something, something.
Yeah. Eventually, I mean, that sort of worked, but I think that was more of a case of like the alt-right just lost its ground after a while.
Yeah.
Holy crap. Yeah, we're all getting tired. It's almost 11 a.m. here, and I'm trying to fix my sleep schedule. We've been...
11 a.m.?
It's... I keep fucking up. People are going to be like listening to this and being like, all right, everybody else sounds okay, but the host is an idiot. Like, what the fuck is he going on about? It's almost 11 p.m. here. Oh shit, COVID virus is spreading.
Oh wait.
Burn your routers, people.
Why don't you fucking wear a mask, you son of a bitch?
I don't believe in that shit.
I see people wearing a mask.
No, I'm saying. Know what I'm saying?
Does it make sense to wear a mask during a stream? Because, like...
I think so, maybe.
Or is it just like
You can't get through the fucking mask.
It's like a fat... Oh, right, the 5G virus. Have we found a cure for that yet?
It's the 5G virus, baby.
The 5G virus.
Yeah, sir, it's warming into our brains.
My former anthropology teachers, I think... I might have, while scrolling through Facebook, don't ask me why I still have a Facebook. I think she has some relatives sending her links to that shit on like her feed, which is interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, but as I was saying, we've been going at it for like almost 2 hours now. Nearly.
Yeah, it has been a while.
I think it's time.
My mom is watching fucking what's it called? Jesus Christ.
Wow.
It's the movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger and it's like Hunger Games. It's Running Man.
Oh, Running Man. Right.
Yeah, she's watching Running Man downstairs.
It's
kind of want to go join her.
Yeah, you can go. I watched, like, my entire life was just watching random Arnie movies and shit on TV.
Oh, yeah.
So it feels like that's every kid whose parents grew up in the 80s, like, kind of memories of growing up with their dad. We watched Arnie movies. Of course, my dad wasn't around. But anyway, thank y'all for coming over. Thank y'all for saving this fucking podcast. Holy shit.
It's our pleasure, dude. This is badass. I'd be willing to do this again. This was fun.
Most definitely. Unknown Pleasures Podcast, episode 2, where we somehow had a better pilot than episode 1.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's not a pilot. It's the second. But thank y'all.
Me and Prom can start our own podcast called
I'm calling it Promcast because it's like Comcast, and then if we get like problems with it, then I could be like, oh damn it, and then it'll be like I'll blame Comcast.
Well, you might be like Space Force and actually
get one where we're mods and we selected random person from the Discord server to come be the interviewee.
Oh yeah, mod interviews.
Yeah, mod interviews.
Dude, it'll be like the Eric Andre of Discord calls.
Exactly.
Well, then you'd have to.
Holy shit! This is a good ass fucking idea, actually. Okay.
Is there a podcast where people just do drugs?
Good idea. You have all days.
Is there a podcast where everybody just does drugs and tries to like have a consistent
Yeah, that's
conversation?
called the No Jumper podcast.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll have to look into that. But thank y'all for coming. I'm gonna get
Of course.
All right. This is
Jakey,
fun.
how the fuck did you get in here?
Yeah,